Motion detected. System warming up. Flare mode. Leave. Going on. Not emotion engaged. Step on the gas, I don't wait on the stage. Energy build when the pressure apply. I don't arrive, I accelerate. Flow like a current that don't get contained. Shifting the lane, now the rhythm is changed. They talk about moves, I'm already mixed up. Timing too sharp, I don't miss when I aim. I don't just run it, I reroute the path. Turn every second to something that lasts. Stay in the moment, I'm moving ahead. I see the frame before it's a draft. Velocity speak when I enter the room. Everything shift when I step in the groove. Just not a vibe, it's a system in motion. I press the line and the words start to move. Flight mode, we live, we live. Step in the motion, expand what it is. Flight mode, no stall, no wait. Turn every second to power and pace. Flight mode, pressure apply. 808, not when the system go live. Flight mode, step and repeat. Everything move when I land on the beat. I move like a signal ahead of the sound. Before it proceed, I'm already around. They try to react, but the timing is off. I'm locked in the rhythm that don't slow down. Step at a step, now the sequence aligned. They see the out, but I see the design. Motion and language, I speak through the beat. Every transition connecting to mine. I don't delay, I don't hesitate. I synchronize time with the weight of the state. They stuck in the thought, I converted to action. That's how the vision get out of the brain. Run it again, how the pattern evolve. Energy loop to the structure resolve. They call it a moment, I call it a system. Built from the flow that I never dissolve. Flight mode, we live, we live. Step in the motion, expand what it is. Flight mode, no stall, no wait. Turn every second to power and pace. Flight mode, pressure apply. 808, not when the system go live. Flight mode, step and repeat. Everything move when I land on the beat. System. 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 No stall, no fall. Just motion. In force, in fall. Fall. Yeah. Flight mode. Now the system online. Every step time with the pulse of the grind. Flight mode, rise and expand. I don't follow away. I command. System active. Next phase low. V.M.T. Pending. Marshall made another one. Yeah. I don't drift. I lock in. I cut the noise, now the signal is mine. They chase attention, I master the time. Focus get sharper the less that I speak. Now every move land heavy and clean. They want results, but skip all the reps. I build it daily, I don't need to flex. Every decision connected to growth, that's why the outcome already set. I seen distraction disguised as a lane. Had to step back just to sharpen my aim. They moving fast, but they moving in place. I move with purpose, that's why I maintain. Locked in the process, I don't need applause. Everything built off of discipline laws. They see the now, but they don't see the cause. I paid in full for the cause. Lock mode, I don't drift out of sight. Everything clear when I move from inside. Lock mode, I don't break, I refine. Pressure get heavy, I sharpen the mind. Lock mode, no guess, no look. Every move built, I don't leave it to look. Lock mode, now watch how it run. I don't just move, I become. Marshall made another. They want to shine, I respect the desire, but They don't build when the moment require. I stay consistent when nobody cared. Now every move feel time and prepared. I don't get caught in the hype of the moment. I build it deeper, I stay in the focus. They chase a spark, I'm building the flame. That's why the fire don't never get broken. I don't just talk, I apply what I learn. Every mistake get returned in the earn. They play it safe, I step into the risk. That's why the tables continue to turn. Time in the craft, I invested it right. Now everything land how I seen in my sight. They didn't notice, now they can't ignore it. That's what it mean when it's right. Now I'm locked, every move calculated. I don't drift, every step is weighted. They chase noise, I stay concentrated. That's why the outcome elevated. Tunnel vision, I don't see distraction. Everything filtered through pure interaction. If it don't build, it don't get my time. That's how I move with a higher design. I don't react, I respond with intent. Every decision got meaning and scent. They second guess, I stay with precision. That's why my outcome always consistent. No wasting motion, no drift in the frame. Everything placed where it need to remain. They moving random, I move with a system. That's why my path never look like the same. See at the roots, I was building the rain. Pressure made discipline part of the game. They want comfort, I thrive in the stretch. That's why the growth never come with a change. I don't compete, I redefine pace. Everything shift the moment I place. They look for signs, I move with the knowing. That's why I don't gotta chase no trip. No doubt, just focus, that's what I'm about. Marshall made another one.
They said I wouldn't be. I believe. Then I change what I believe. Yeah. Oldest in the room, so the weight came early. Eyes on me heavy, expectations blurry. They saw what I wasn't, they know what I could be. Spoke on my future like they understood me. I learned to move quiet when doubt got loud. Built in the dark, never needed a crowd. They passed me over, I passed through the lesson. Learned every loss in a silent progression. I seen it get high and move with a bias, ain't wordless, babe. Still they deny us, talk over presence, overlook talent and wonder why I don't move with allowance. I don't complain, I calculate pressure. Stack every moment, I make it my leverage. They gave me doubt, I returned to this drive. Now I move like I already arrived. Grown on till I carry it straight. Built from the bridge, I turned it away. Grown on till I rise through the pain. They didn't see shit, I run a name. Grown on till I move with a light. Finding myself when they did my sight. Grown on till I stand and I stay. I became everything they must say. I became everything they wouldn't say. They try to stop me about what I improved. Yet I built a proof, now they watch how I move. Next talk like I owe them a version, they picture. I broke the frame and I shifted the picture. West Coast rule, but the island in me. Balance the grip with the calm of the sea. Soft when I need it, but don't get it twisted. Strength in the stillness is how I existed. I seen a room where they don't take you serious. Smile in your face, but the tone always curious. Second guess presence, question the vision. Till I worked every flawed assumption. I don't chase space, I become a position. They try to label me, I redefine it. Now when I step, it's a shift in alignment. Grown on till I carry it straight. Built from the bridge, I stand it away. Grown on till I jump from the jump. And I pass out when they did my leg. Grown on till I carry it straight. Finding myself when they did my side. Grown on till I done that thing. They became everything clear for the cookie. Had to see it before I believed it. Now I don't need it from anyone. Grown on till I hold it in place. Nothing can shake what was built from the base. Grown on till I don't go to life. No money, no about no night time. They ain't believe. They gotta see it.
For a scene. Structure. Yeah. I draw what they don't see. Silent, precise. Vision ain't eyes, just the way that you write. They look at the surface, I measure the depth. Blueprint the moment before it connect. frame in the mind. Now the frame get aligned, angles get cut so that outcome defined. They call it a dream, I define it in parts. Break it to pieces, rebuild it as art. Sight got layers, I'm reading between. Seeing what they miss in the space in between. They watch what it is, I watch what it could. That's why the future get built where I stood. I don't chase views, I design what's in view. Line up the lens, then I shift what is true. Vision and giving is built and refined. That's why my sight stay ahead of its time. Sightline, clear when I step, nothing by chance, it's already set. Sightline, build and expand, I don't just see it, I plan. Sightline, sharpen the line, 808 state with a West Coast mind. Sightline, nothing by luck, if it's in my vision, it's structure. Structure. I see in layers they never detect. What's not visible still got effect. Line of the sight where the logic connect. That's how I move with a calculator step. Vision of vector, direction embedded. Thought to a line and the line get projected. They see a point, I see where it extend. That's how I build what don't physically exist. Off from the 808 where the pressure get real. Ocean around but the vision stand still. Grounded in land but my sight never local. I map out the global from inside the focal. Every dimension I touch get defined. Every perspective get shaped in the mind. They see a limit, I redraw the edge. Then step past the line like it never was there. Sightline shift, not an angle precise. I don't just look, I control what's inside. Perspective a weapon, I sharpen the edge. Cut through illusion, expose with disguise. I pre-construct every move in the grid. Before it exists, I decide what it is. They move reactive, I move with intent. That's why my outcome already exists. I see the frame before it in the life. Write the scene and I step inside. They wait for signs, I define the time. Everything aligned when the vision design. Internal compass, don't follow the crowd. I read the silence is louder than sound. What they call rich, I calculated the bounds. Now I expand every space I surround. Sightline locked, now the sequence engaged. Every decision connect through the phase. Start to a phone and the phone get displayed. I don't chase moments, I architect waves. 808 post with a coastal control. Island and rhythm, but west in the soul. Seattle perspective, I see through the storm. Calm in the pressure, I stay in the form. I don't just plan, I execute layers. Vision so clear, I don't deal in maybes. Every detail got a role in the build. Nothing misplaced, every move integrated. They try to follow, but timing too late. I was ahead while they studied the pace. Seen every version before it was made. Now they watch how I move through the space. I don't compete, I redefine lanes. Every new level I build from the frame. Sightline different, I don't look the same. That's why the structure I outlive the name. Static, the signal consistent and clear. No interference when vision sincere. Everything built from a place of design. That's why the future appear when I'm here. Clear and direct, I don't guess right, I architect. Sightline, built to expand. I don't just see it, I plan. Sightline, sharpen the line. Everything shift when the vision align. Sightline, nothing by chance. I don't just look, I advance. You don't just see it, you translate it. Ho, ho, ho. High resolution thought when I load the idea, yeah. Clarity sit, I don't deal with the blur. Media quality, live in the mind before render. I sharpen the vision before I transfer. Dynamic range in the way I perceive it. Highlights controlled, no detail depleted. They see a picture, I see composition. Balance the light with the depth and the meaning. Image type shift when the story required. Portrait for focus, environment for fire. Scene build different when intention is clear. I don't capture a moment, I engineer. Frame rate, mental, every second refine. Stills turn cinematic when thought get aligned. From concept to form, every layer revealed. That's how you render what's real. With a rhythm, let the image evolve. Every piece fall in place when it's soft. Hands on the controls, feel a shift in the air. When the vision hit right, you aware. Turn other thought to a world you can feel. Every frame got a pose that's real. No guesswork, everything precise. When you see it clear, you don't think twice. Why shot open?
Let the atmosphere breathe, establish the space, feel the weight in your chest when you see. Close up, tight, not attention, compress every detail, magnified when it rests. Tracking the subject, the motion get fluid. Camera glide like the path run through it. Over the shoulder, perspective engaged. Now you inside of the scene as it plays. Low angle rise, power shift through the frame. High angle drop, now the balance done change. Every shot tight, got a language attached. I speak through the lens when I capture the path. Depth of field blur, let the background dissolve. Tunnel to focus on what I resolve. It's a rush when it click like a current inside. When the timing hit perfect and the vision collide. Move with the rhythm, let the image evolve. Every piece fall in place when it's all. Hands on the controls, feel the shift in the air. When the vision hit right, you aware. Turn of a thought to a world you can feel. Every frame got a pulse that's real. No guesswork, everything precise. When you see it clear, you don't think twice. Now it's live, everything synced to the code. What I saw in my mind is fully exposed. Road wasn't smooth, but the vision stayed intact. Every setback, just a pivot to adapt. Pressure built, but I never let it fold me. Every closed door was direction to show me. God don't make mistakes, every path got a purpose. Even wrong turns still align when you surface. Double vision in the grind, I see past and now. Future in the present every time I allow. Every key press translate to a shift. Now the whole landscape change. When I drift from a thought to a form to a scene, from a scene to a world that exists in between. I don't question the climb, I embrace every phase. Every loss was a lesson I was meant to translate. God don't make mistakes, every line pre-written. Even doubt had a role in the vision I'm giving. I was built for the weight, that's why I don't break. Every move that I make at a high intake, no coincidence. Everything placed by design, even time and delay was divine in the time. Now the vision complete, now the structure revealed. That's how you render the real. You don't just imagine it, you build it. Piece by piece, until it's real.
That means something. You still here after all of that weight. After them nights you ain't think you'd be straight. Held it together when nobody checked. Carried the silence, still stood in your place. They don't see what it takes just to stay. Don't see the pressure you carry each day. They see the surface, they don't see the fight. They don't see how you kept it in place. You ain't full when it would've been easy. You ain't quit when it felt like you should. Stayed in position, you stood in the storm. Did what you had to do just to be good. That ain't small, that's strength in disguise. That's a man who refused to divide. You still here, it's proof of design. Yeah. You built for more than survive. Stand firm, even when it's shit. Even when it feel like it's too much weight. Stand firm, don't fall, don't break. Everything time, don't rush your fate. Stand firm, let the pressure build. That's where purpose gets shaped and revealed. Stand firm, now move with intent. You still here, that's evidence. You still here, that's evidence. You carry things you don't even say. Responsibility stacked in your way. Expectations that sit on your chest. Still you show up, you don't walk away. That weight you hold, that ain't by mistake. That mean you trust it with more than you take. But even the strong gotta breathe for a second. You can't pour out if you empty your tank. Somebody watching the way that you move. Not what you say, what you actually do. How you respond when it don't go your way. That's what define what they see inside you. You ain't perfect, but you consistent. That's what make your presence different. You not behind, you just in position. Building something bigger than distance. Stand firm, even when it shake. Even when it feel like it's too much weight. Stand firm, don't fall, don't break. Everything time, don't rush your fate. Stand firm, let the pressure build. That's where purpose gets shaped and revealed. Stand firm, now move with intent. You still here, that's evidence. About quit, keep it a fact. Hit that
like everything built was starting to crack. But you ain't stopped, you adjusted your pace. You stayed in the process, you trusted the space. Every delay wasn't meant to deny you, it was aligning you into your place. You not stuck, you shaped by the way. Every hard moment refine who you made. They see the now, they don't see the becoming. They don't see how you evolve through the phase. You built different, that's why I feel lonely. That's why the road don't look like they told you. That's why I test you deeper than most. Because what you carry ain't regular, homie. You matter more than you think that you do. Your presence hold things together for truth. Even when silent, you shift in the room. That's what a real one naturally do. You don't need perfect, you need to be present. That's how you step into who you destined. Every time you show up, you get closer. That's how the man in you manifested. Stand firm, don't question the call. You here for a reason beyond what you saw. Even when it don't make sense in the moment, it's still being built for you all. You still here, you still standing. That ain't love, that's purpose. Everything else gon' follow.
Alright, now I need something from y'all. What are you enjoying so far? And what should we build exclusively over on Fanbase? This is home for me. Y'all aren't just viewers, you're my content family. So drop ideas in the comments. Let's build this together.